let's go ahead and make our predictions, Alex.
Yeah.
Reminder, guys, subscribe to the new Fightful MMA and boxing channel. We're going to have tons of clips over there, podcasts, exclusive interviews, social media posts. Carlos Toro, our essentially star boxing writer, has the green light to go live there anytime. The link is in the description below, so if you all don't mind, just go ahead and click it, hit that subscribe button, help your boys at Fightful out as we look to grow and expand. WWE Evolution, 7 p.m., Sunday, October 28th. Make sure you all join our live coverage. We are going to be in the live chat talking with you guys. So register on Discus, chime in. We have the Riot Squad against Natalya, Bayley, and Sasha Banks. Alex, I do not see how the baby faces lose this one.
No, they don't. I think it's some combination of Banks has that's what happened. Banks gets somebody in the bank statement. Natty gets somebody in the sharpshooter, and then the third member of the Riot Squad tries to run in and stop it, but Bayley catches him in a Bayley to belly, and that's your finish. That's how that finishes. Like, I don't understand. I don't know any other way of doing it. I think it kicks off the show, gets everybody happy and jazzed. But again, you could have done anything. You had months to figure out a way to get Bayley versus Sasha on this card. Again, I said it before, Uniondale, New York. It's a hop, skip, and a jump. It's a train ride away from Brooklyn, where they had, in WWE's own mind, the best women's wrestling match of all time. Why you wouldn't try and catch lightning in a bottle a second time at this show, I cannot fathom.
Battle Royal, the winner gets a title shot of their choosing. Here's the list of contestants. Former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella, the once undefeated Asuka, Mandy Rose, Lana, Sonya Deville, former champion Naomi, Tori Wilson, Dana Brooke, another former champion in Alicia Fox, Ember Moon, Tamina, Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, Michelle McCool, who has the Royal Rumble eliminations record, mind you, Alundra Blaze, wrestling her first match in a long time, Ivory, also wrestling her first match in a long time, Kelly, hopefully wrestling her last match in a long time, and Maria Kanellis. Who wins this?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that a couple from NXT will be added to this before Sunday.
I believe so.
I think Bianca Belair gets added to it, and maybe Nikki Cross, somebody like that. If Bianca's in it, she's my dark horse because I think that's a great way to introduce her to a more mainstream audience, because she's amazing. She's the future of women's wrestling, and just the future of women's wrestling, all wrestling, period.
But is she a in?
I mean,
like Naomi?
Not necessarily, but she is the EST of NXT.
That's true.
I think my pick is Ember Moon. They've been doing a lot of her talking up about it. I'd love to see her versus Ronda Rousey. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I think her velocity on its own is enough to give the champ fits. I think my pick is Ember Moon.
I'm pretty sure this is Ivory's first match since 2006.
Why again? Why are all of these retirees in a match with a title shot on the line they can't possibly cash in on?
Medusa's first match since, on record, September 17th, 2000. Wow. Her last opponent was Tori Wilson.
Okay. Listen, I'm all for recognizing these women who started this whole thing, and when we're in a different era, they had to fight through all this stuff to get to this point. There's no way that Sasha Banks and Bayley, et cetera, are here if not for them, and that's fine. You can recognize them in some way. Have a legacy battle royal where it's them, and have all the women who actually have real title shots opportunities, put them in like a fatal 5-way. I'd much rather watch that between those women than I would a battle royal, which is just going to be a giant schmoz anyway. I don't need an old timers day for wrestling. I never like that stuff. That's just me.
Of the announced entrants, I'm gonna have to go with. I can't go with Ember Moon because she emerged victorious.
I know, but that's the thing it's they're getting away from that stuff now.
Woof. Yeah, I think it's got to be a surprise. So I'm gonna go with Bianca Belair. But among people that are in it, I'll go Michelle McCool.
Oh man.
Yep.
You know what? You're probably right. Because they would absolutely decide to build a women's program around Ronda Rousey versus The Undertaker's wife. They would absolutely do that. Because they have nothing better to do. They can't figure out a way to get Sasha Banks into a goddamn match for the title.
And Michelle's bully friend, Layla, who I think would come back for this feud.
Ah. Good gravy. You're probably right. Just shoot me now.
Alexa Bliss and Mickie James, maybe, if Alexa Bliss is cleared, against Lita and Trish Stratus. I think the baby faces are winning here, too.
Oh, sure.
Especially if Alexa is not cleared.
No, there's no way that they brought back Trish and Lita to lose this match. That'll be a fun little nostalgia fest. Listen, here's the deal. If Alexa can't go and they put in Alicia instead, it will be a possibly 200% more enjoyable match for me to watch. Because I love watching Alicia Fox do anything.
She's great. She's great. Ronda Rousey defends the Raw Women's Championship against Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella doesn't have a chance. It's Ronda Rousey winning. Yeah. For all that we say about the creative of this, it worked some casual people. I had way more people than I care to admit that were interested in this and saying, "What? Why do the Bellas not like Ronda?" And I'm like, it's so many of the same types of people that say, it's fake, right? Hit me up and they're like, what's happening here? Ronda's winning this.
Yeah, and of course Ronda's winning it. The problem I have with it is it's probably going to go 18 minutes, and 16 minutes of that is going to be her selling. And it's just going to be, Bree's going to get involved while the ref's got his back turned or whatever, and then Nikki's going to take advantage and then just work her over for a long time, and that's it.
Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler. I would go with Baszler here.
Yeah. My prediction is Baszler, and it goes directly along the line. It feeds right into the final of the Mae Young Classic.
Well, let's go ahead and make that prediction. Who do you think's winning the finals of the Mae Young Classic? Toni Storm, Io Shirai. I think it should be Toni Storm personally, but
I think it's going to be Io because the winner gets a title shot at the NXT Women's Title, and I think that earlier in the night it'll be Io Shirai defeating Toni Storm, and Kairi Sane will come out to celebrate with her. Because they want to they've already talked about how they're best friends or whatever. Yeah. So I think that they want to reinforce that. And then when Shayna beats Kairi to get the title back, she keeps her little Kirifuna clutch on for longer and longer and longer and won't stop putting it on. And Io Shirai has to run out and save Kairi Sane, and she gets the better of Shayna. And that's when we get introduced to Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir, and they run in and help out Shayna, and the three of them beat down Kairi and Io Shirai, and that's your program going forward in the women's division NXT.
Also, if they would ever announce these damn tag titles, you just know WWE would love to call Io and Kairi like the new jumping bomb angels or something ridiculous like that.
They'd call them the Rising Sun or something
some shit like that. But you would also have the horsewomen involved as well. And I am picking Shayna Baszler to win. That would make her the first ever two-time NXT Women's Champion.
Yep.
So that's something to look forward to as well. I think I want Toni Storm to win.
Right.
I think she's the right call. I think she's got something very special. She is just oozing charisma.
I feel like it's too good of a story for them to go forward with Io and Kairi versus the horsewomen thing for them to pass it up. And Toni is super young. will have so many chances to moving forward. But there's like Toni Storm. Just there, I agree with you. She's got so much going for her, and I feel like it's there for her. And there's the NXT UK Championship out there that she's in line for a title shots at. NXT Women's Champion of NXT UK. So I feel like that might be where they're putting her closer to that instead.
Last woman standing match, Becky Lynch defends against Charlotte Flair. I think Becky needs to win this. She is the hottest thing on SmackDown right now, and I had an Elias turn and a Dean Ambrose turn not happened last night. I would say maybe the hottest thing in WWE, and we'll see how the Elias thing works out, but she is just red hot right now, no pun intended, but I think she's got to win this.
Yeah, the last woman standing thing appears to be in her favor since she's shown she's willing to do pretty much whatever to keep the belt. I wouldn't. I mean, the way I would do it is I'd figure out a way to keep Becky the way she is, this cool stone cold persona, but have the fact that Charlotte cannot put her away. Let Charlotte go to the Ric Flair era of like that whole thing where she's just snaps and she wins the title by like dumping a whole bunch of stuff on Becky or whatever, like something like that. But I don't think you should take it off of Becky unless you're doing something really important with Charlotte. But my fear is they're like, oh, good, we've run this course. Now we can put the belt back on Charlotte, which is where we wanted it to begin with, before all you crazy people decided you liked Becky for some reason. I feel like there's a danger of them trying to course correct in this match.
Hawkeye on our live chat says, would you want Charlotte to win via heel method? Well, I'd be okay with that as long as you don't go white meat babyface on Becky.
Right.
Becky needs to she needs to continue down her path, ultimately. Yeah. If you want to make Charlotte a little less virtuous, that's fine. But what they've done right now is what got them over to this degree. Live coverage Sunday night, live post-show podcast. Again, reminder, guys, this show brought to you by FightfulSelect.com. That is our premium service with a bunch of additional content. I mentioned earlier, weekly shows that cover Lucha Underground, Impact, New Japan, Ring of Honor, NWA, Being the Elite, NXT 205 Live, NXT UK, Mae Young Classic. We have 2 weekly shows that cover all that stuff. UFC rankings breakdown videos, dark match commentary videos. I do a podcast every month called If It Were a Work, If It Were a Shoot. We do alternate fight commentary clips once a month, back in the day clips once a month, bonus shows, members only shows, Q&A shows twice a month. And that's just at the regular tier. We also have a lot of exclusive news that goes up there. 1 tier up, I posted a ton of stuff today. Early access to Joe Holbert's column on Nikki Bella, early access to his column on Daniel Jacobs. I posted a canned article, a satire article I had worked on about Stokely Hathaway's Bobby Womack show. It's up on FightfulSelect.com. We also have the Russo Reveals segment. Every month, twice a month, I post clips of a conversation Russo and I had about several topics in wrestling. The early access to the new Making a Finisher is up there. Just tons of stuff that I quite frankly don't have the time to read off here. Just give FightfulSelect.com a glance. It's how we were able to bring you this show ad read free.